Jackson, you can have the mic.
Comrades, brothers, I would like to use English and Kiswahili at once. The first thing I congratulate Mr. Is Johnny Simba whom really is Simba Buranga. Is my first time to meet Rwandi who can speak the truth. I can say the man is straight. I went to other spaces. I think even some people were here. That space was covered, was captured by the so-called M23. Leaders of M23 were on that space, and they were dictating the people how to speak and how to give their views. They don't want to hear anything that they don't love. Here we are talking about the Congo, the Rwanda, and the freedom of expression. It is known Rwanda is a dictatorial state led by a dictator who don't want anybody to say anything against him. That is the truth of the matter. And I don't think, as many speakers who are saying here, it is not 12 million people, Rwandese, who are accepting that situation. Some of them, they were fearing only, but if they get a way of dealing with such kind of problem, and a problem in Rwanda is just only one man. The regime of Kagame is the problem. The only problem. Rwandese are innocent, but some of them are used by the regime because the money, have the access of all powers, of all forces. It means he can use those resources to manipulate the image of the all Rwandese. As I'm speaking, the Rwandese are living in a very, very, very tough conditions, even in different countries, because most of the people, they don't trusting them, thinking that they have the same brain with the brain of the so-called Kagame, something which is not true. Just imagine the regime which assume Rwanda is bordered. I was telling people here, Rwanda is bordered with like 4 countries: Tanzania, Uganda, Congo, and Burundi. All of the country having problem with Rwanda. Let's say, for instance, here in Uganda. Uganda will cross the border of Rwanda because of the same nonsense of the regime of Kagame. Okay, let's say the Ugandans are very bad. How about the Burundians? They will also cross the border. Somebody said 2 years, but I think it was 5 years close the border. It means the diplomacy failed. Yeah. Tanzania. I'm from Tanzania. On 2013 is where Kagame called his people, his generals, and telling, addressing them that he can do something bad to Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete, that he can get him in a point that he will never cross. That is Tanzania. They say Tanzania is bad. Now, what is happening in Congo? Now, this man is really a problem, and he managed to destroy his reputation. And he is misusing the so-called Tutsi, even in some of the Hutu. Now, Kagame is the problem. And is not a problem just only to Congo, is a problem even to his fellow Rwandese and the whole region of East Africa. And that is the person we need to be careful with him, because he care nothing about the life of people. What he needs for him is to get money, to get something. And even the same to see who think that Kagame is their kings. Do you know Rwanda is a plutocracy country? And when I'm saying a plutocracy, is a country which have a country which is rich, but his people are poor. Now, let me ask you a simple question. How many Tutsis having good life? Okay, The GDP of Rwanda is like 11 point something billion. But how many Tutsis having the good life? Because we meet with the same Tutsis defending Kagame and living in a very, very, very bad conditions. And the truth of the matter is Mr. John was speaking here. We cannot judge all of Rwandese as if they have the same thinking capacity, they have the same brain of Kagame. No, some of them are innocent and some of them are good people and they really need help. That it is. Let me submit and rest my case here. And I thank you guys to establish this platform, which is really free. We can speak in a way we want, compared to other to other spaces established by the same M23 with the supporters of the so-called Kagame. Thank you, brothers. Thank you, comrades. Have a good night, and let us continue with this struggle. God is in our side. Thank you.
Brother, thank you very much for your contribution. It's very constructive and it is very